Hello everybody, this is Quiversee, and welcome back to the Misadventures of Tron Bonne. Last time we had a pretty straightforward time going on our second proper mission, doing the puzzle crates out on, what was it, Teche Harbor? I forget it was Teche Harbor or Permiki Harbor. And when we came back, we found out that there's a new room for us to explore in Tron's room. But before we go there, I want to go to the storage room, because I need to appraise a couple things. Pretty sure, yeah, that's just a big selling item. The shell, however, if you give this to a certain Servbot, it might help them realize his special skill. You can sell it, but he wouldn't sell it if I were you. So if I go to number 14, because yeah, he's the appraiser, you notice that he has 3 brain. I completely forgot about this, but let's give him a brain cube. We gave him a brain cube, and now his brain's rating is 4. Why did I do that? Well, let's see what happens when I appraise the shell again. Give this to number 36. It might help him realize his special skill. If an appraisal Servbot has a brains rating of 4, then it'll tell you who requires what item. So that can be very helpful if you're not sure who needs what. And that's about all we had there. Okay, yeah, I don't have anything else for either of you guys right now. I'm still trying to figure out everybody's talents again, because it has been a while, but that was one thing I had forgotten about, and glad I remembered. I'm gonna just sell what I've got. We only need 1 shell, so I'm just gonna sell the other. And that's all that. But now, to Tron's room. Has its own little music. It's real peaceful. And there's a few more Servbots in here. Let's start with number 36. Playing music.
This song's no good either. I just don't have what it takes to be a composer.
Why do you say that, number 36? I don't think it was bad at all.
But Miss Tron, all I'm doing is just making noise. I'm just hitting keys. I want to write music that will move people, and I just don't have what it takes. Without inspiration, I can't make music.
I know what you mean. Building robots is kind of like that too.
If I just had something to stir my emotions, I think I could do it, but...
Well, I don't know what I can do to help you, but I'll think of something, okay?
Thank you, Miss Tron.
I can totally relate. I've actually tried getting into composing my own music, but I can never get it to feel right. So I can definitely relate with number 36's plight. Let's help him out and give him the shell.
I can hear the ocean. No, more than that. I can see it. The blue sky, the white sand, the waves. This is music too. Yes, this is what music is supposed to be. Miss Tron, I know what to do now. I can make music too.
And he gains a special skill, music.
Miss Tron, if you find anything that a song could be written about, bring it here. I'll write a song for you.
Unfortunately, that's all we can do with that for right now. His talent is pretty much entirely superficial, but I like it. Unfortunately, like I said, we don't have anything to give him to inspire him any further. Let's see here.
You must be tired walking around so much, Miss Tron. Why don't you take a rest?
No, without me watching, everyone will goof off. There's actually something we can do with his later. Not too much later, depending on how you'd go about things, but it'll actually be significantly later in my case. It'll make sense later.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What are you doing, number 40?
This is called facial aerobics, Miss Tron.
Facial aerobics?
Yes, Miss Tron. You can keep your skin young and healthy by exercising your face.
What skin?
I read all about it in this book.
I know that! What I want to know is, why are you doing it? You don't have any skin!
But Miss Tron, I just thought we should all look our best.
You look good enough. I actually learned something about number 40 not too long ago that kind of disturbed me. But unfortunately, I don't have the means to go over it yet. We need an item for me to make sense of it. But I actually forgot about that conversation, and now I need to make sure that... let me put it like this. Translation changed him more than most other Servbots. And I wonder if that conversation is a localization thing.
Gotta keep working hard for Miss Tron.
That's the spirit. He's just happy to help. What's your... Okay, you don't have a talent discovered yet. That's fine. Well, before I go... There we go. Decided to name number 36 Solemn. I do like being able to do that. And there's one more thing I want to do before we go on our mission. And that's come here, because I just realized... I think it's number 12 that gives it? No, it's not number 12. Dang it. Yeah, I've already talked to you like 3 times. Maybe it's number 9. Maybe you're supposed to talk to him...
Miss Tron, look at what I found! What is it?
Hey, this is the redhead parts!
When I was making Ace, I tried using lots of different colors.
I just realized there's an erroneous space with Ace. I need to fix that.
I liked red, but we didn't have enough Zenny to use it for everyone. Good. I'd be embarrassed to have a red head.
Really? I think it's great. I mean, it would make you stand out, right?
Say, there's an idea. I could use this to show everyone who my favorite Servbot is.
Ah, yes. Choose your favorite child. Don't actually do that. That's a bad idea.
What do you say, Arthur Morgan? If you work hard enough, I could put it on you. I'd like to be your favorite, Miss Tron, but I still don't want to wear that. We'll see about that. Anyway, give it here, please. Here you are, Miss Tron.
The redhead parts. That right there is the single most important item in this game. You can indeed give it to any Servbot you like. There's only one. And it has a number of effects. The most obvious one being that it'll change their head red. Which, I'll be honest, when I first played this game, when it said that, I thought it meant it would change the yellow of their head to red. But no, it's the little gray divot on top of their head that turns red. We actually saw one of them in the intro during the first episode on the title screen. And no matter where that Servbot is, no matter how it appears, it'll have that little red mark. So you'll know it's him. In addition, it will increase one of their stats. So, for example, if I were to give it to number 12, he's got 2 attack, 1 speed, 2 brains. But he could have up to 4 attack, 4 speed, and 2 brains. If I gave him the redhead parts, his brains would increase to allow a 3rd. I don't remember if it also would make it 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 3 in that instance. I don't know if it increases the stat or just the maximum. But that allows for some rather potent effects. It has a few other perks as well, but we'll go over those when they become relevant, because, well, most of them wouldn't be relevant for a while. And I'm not going to be giving it to any Servbot anytime soon. There's a particular Servbot I have in mind, and we do not have access to him yet. So that is unfortunately where that ends. So now I just have 2 things to do before we start our mission. Number 1, I gotta fix Ace's name, and number 2, I've gotta get my Servbots out scouting. So I'll meet you back once I have gotten the scouting finished. There we go. Alright, I just finished setting my scouts, numbers 13, 14, and 32. Got 2 4 brains and 1 3 brain, so hopefully I'll get some pretty good rewards out of that. But now, without further ado, we are going to Mission 3, Dig Out. Let's get the mission meeting started. Alright.
We're going to go on a dig in the Shala-Kun ruins, looking for the Aurora Stones. Dig? Ruins? You mean, like, underground, Miss Tron? That's right. It's as big as a city, all underground. According to the information our scout brought back, there's all sorts of traps all over the ruins, so we'll have to be extra careful.
Yes, Miss Tron! We'll be careful and stay close to you!
No, you won't. I'm staying here. We'll take advantage of the other diggers there, and get the treasure before them.
People will trust you more because of your looks. That's why you're going and I'm not. I mean, if you weren't wearing all of the Bonne paraphernalia, they'd probably trust you just fine. That and if you didn't take the goose stuff. But then what would be the point?
Yes, Miss Tron?
Do you think it's safe? I'm scared of caves. I'm afraid of the dark.
But since I'm worried about you going alone, I'll be monitoring you using the mini-robot Finkel. I'll tell you what to do using it. All you have to do is follow the beacon bombs, okay? And no goofing off.
Yes, Miss Tron!
It's really important on this mission to listen to what people say. If you do, it'll be easier to solve the traps and puzzles. Are you ready to go?
Ready, Miss Tron!
So as she said, we are using an entirely new robot. The Finkel! It's operated the same way as the Gustav, except it has no weapons. By that, it means the controls are very similar. As the Servbots will be the ones doing the actual work, we need to watch them. We use beacon bombs to get them to explore, and yes, Miss Tron will explain the other rules for the mission once we get to the ruins. And for the Servbots, we choose 3 of them. We have numbers 2, 3, and Ace. We're gonna change them up. Alright, I have brought numbers 2, 4, and 6. And with that, we begin.
Get that treasure!
Miss Tron, how are we supposed to get it? What's a dig out?
Well, first you'll have to talk to a digger and get some information.
Information, right!
Okay then, follow me. I'll use the Finkel to show you where to go. The Finkel is basically controlled the same way as the Gustav. If you press the square button while holding down the R2 button, you can fire a beacon bomb. If you press just the square button, you can make the Finkel ram something.
If you fire a beacon bomb, you want us to go check out whatever you fired it at, right?
That's right. And if there's a person there, talk to him or her.
I thought we weren't supposed to talk to strangers.
Don't worry. I'll be right there with you. The Finkel can make a funny sound if you press the triangle button, which will get people's attention.
All right, Miss Tron. We'll do our best.
Okay, do you understand everything? Here we go.
Roger.
And so it begins. So yeah, we are actually in full first-person view. We don't actually get to see the Finkel. But yeah, you can move around, rotate, ram, which is the only way we actually get to see the Finkel. This is our beacon bomb setup. And sure enough, it works just like the beacon bombs do with the Gustav. Okay, there's something else I got to do. And with triangle, it does that. Honestly, I don't think there's ever any use for that. Nope. Got some little cave bats. So what I find interesting is that this is... Oh. Hold that thought.
Look, there's a digger. Why don't you go talk to him?
Okay. Hello there, Mr. Digger. It's nice weather we're having, isn't it?
Huh? Are you fellas diggers too?
Yeah! We're here looking for treasure.
Treasure? You mean the Aurora stones? You won't find any here. You'll have to go deeper into the caves.
Ooh, do you know where they are?
Not really, but I do know that there's supposed to be 3 stones here. Say, want to come along with me? We can look for them together.
Just a second. Miss Tron?
He doesn't look very dependable. Well, I guess it can't hurt. Can it?
Sure, we'll go with you.
Then it's settled. My name's Dantz. Nice to meet you.
We're Servbots. Nice to meet you.
Okay, so now that we've met Dantz there, I'm just gonna say this has always been an interesting oddity for me because every time that you've gone on a dig in Mega Man Legends, or heck, even in the Nakai Desert, which has more of a classic Legends feel, this is the first time you've seen it like a cave. Not a ruins, a cave. I don't know, I guess it just strikes me as odd, because when you hear the word dig, that's one of the first things I would think of. Well, before Mega Man Legends, anyway. Might as well just show here. If you press triangle near somebody, they look in your general direction and get all confused. Oh, and you can also do this. This can be a very satisfying thing to do at times. Okay, I'll not waste too much time here, because these missions tend to take a bit more time than others. Cave in here.
Miss Tron, it looks like there was a cave in here.
You're right. We need something that can drill a hole if we want to keep going on.
A cave-in, huh? I've got just the thing. This, my Ultra Dynamite. If we use this...
What? Dynamite? Is he crazy? He'll bring the whole cave down on top of us.
Wait, stop, don't!
Huh? Why? My Ultra Dynamite's pretty amazing stuff.
Let's leave for now. I'll make a drilling machine and we can come back later, all right?
Let's come back later, all right, Mr. Dantz?
All right, if you say so. I really wanted to use my dynamite.
Number one, Dantz is an idiot. Number two, this is one thing that kind of bugged me about this one. Can nobody else hear Tron? Or at least hear the Servbots talking to Tron? Don't stop flipping on my account there, buddy. Oh well. Anyways, you notice that this particular mission type is very dialogue heavy. And that's why I love it. It's in the box.
Huh? It's empty.
Someone must have gotten here and opened it before us.
Does that mean there's no treasure left anywhere?
Not necessarily. Not all treasure boxes are this easy to open. Some treasure boxes are locked, which means you can't open them without the key.
A key, huh? But that means we have to find the key first.
This is starting to sound pretty hard. Do you think we can really do it?
Don't worry, I'm with you, remember? Come on, let's keep moving.
Yes, Mr. Dantz.
I mean, I've always said that one of the things I love about the series in general, and the Bonne characters especially, has been just like the personality and charm, the characters themselves. Those would have hurt, by the way. No. And that's why this is my favorite game mode here, is because it just... that's the primary focus, is the charm. But of course, there's some danger to deal with, such as this.
Miss Tron, we can't go any further. There's something really painful looking in the way.
It's a trap. There's probably plenty of them down here.
It's a trap. If you can't get past this, then you're not worthy of being called the digger.
Alright, then you go!
Traps usually have an off switch somewhere around them.
A switch? Where?
Let's see. Switch. There it is. If we push that blue switch, the trap should stop. Just you watch.
Ooh! Swing and a miss!
That hurt. This is a nasty trap.
I forgot about his
Say,
beat-up face.
Maybe you should push the switch instead. Yeah, that's it. Why don't you try?
I knew he was no good.
I guess it's up to you guys then. Yes, Miss Tron.
Listen carefully. I'll shoot a beacon bomb over there. You go push the switch, all right?
Miss Tron, what
big ball. Don't worry, I'll time it just right so that you won't. But if I don't, well... But if you don't? Well, we'll see what happens. Don't worry, it won't hurt that much. But Miss Tron! Quiet! Stop your whining! Do you understand what you have to do?
Oh, it was a selection.
Yes, Miss Tron?
So I will say one thing I don't care about this mission type is it's actually a little too easy at times. I mean, this is the first mission, so of course it's gonna be easy, but... Like right there, I purposely had them get hit. And just like in every other mission where the Servbots are included, they're invincible.
Good job! Now we can get through!
You got hit in the cutscene. Poor Servbot.
Thank you, Miss Tron.
Way to go! You did it! Now you know how to deal with traps, right?
This is going to be a long day.
Now, granted, you do have a health bar in the bottom left, and that's for the Finkel. If the Finkel takes too much damage, then it's game over. Like I said, the stalactites here will hurt, the trap will hurt. There are some enemies and stuff you have to fight too. At times it can be a little challenging, but with like one or two exceptions, it never gets bad. Oh, I got something sparkly here at the end of this tunnel. What do we got?
Miss Tron, we found 800 zenny. We're rich.
Well, it's good you found some money. Keep it up. We need to get all the money we can.
Yes, Miss Tron.
As angry as she gets at them, it's so nice to see her just... They get so happy over something so small, and it's like, just let them have their moment. Let them enjoy it. Okay, this little area transition. I don't remember too much of what goes on in this first one. A lot of my memories, I think, are from either the second or third one. What's here? The barrel. And the Servbots don't know what to do. They get all confused. But if you ram it, nothing. Yeah, once it hits that broken texture, you can't do anything else with it. You'll find barrels and containers and stuff like that.
Whoa, wait! It's a fire trap!
Fire?
Thanks for the interruption,
If you're not
Dantz.
careful, you'll be burned to a crisp.
I see.
Well, what should we do?
Well, this trap should also have a switch that deactivates it somewhere.
So all we have to do is find it and push it, right?
That's right. But what are you standing around for? Let's look for that switch.
Yes, sir. Find the switch.
As I was saying, containers like that barrel, you'll find them in a few places throughout the ruins. Sometimes they'll have zenny and stuff in them. Sometimes they won't. There's a switch. You!
That takes care of that.
That was your fault! You did that, not me!
Looks like you found it. Way to go, fellas. I knew you'd make good diggers.
They make good
You're
diggers.
still on fire.
Wonder about him.
How long does that last? Okay, there it goes. Yeah, that's the first time we've seen them on fire. Fire damage is pretty nasty for the Servbots. It keeps them out of commission for a while. I think time was kind of frozen for them there, but it does still keep them out of commission for a while. Anyway, we've got another little split path here. Usually there's only one way that you need to go, but side paths will take you to stuff like this.
What's this?
That's a card key for a treasure box. Good job. This means you can open locked treasure boxes now.
Really? Yay! That sounds like fun.
Listen to me. That's really important. Don't lose it, all right?
Yes, Miss Tron. We'll take good care of it.
I feel so bad for Tron. She's just like... She is regretting her life choices today. At the very least, the choice about Dantz. Maybe even the choice about not coming in here herself. There we go, Zenny! Get the... Damn. Yes, bring me the Zenny! Okay, I think they got a little bit of it. I don't know how much Zenny you need in order to have their brains go up.
Look, it's a treasure box. Can we use the card key to open it?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
And in the box...
Miss Tron, look at what was inside. An E-bottle, #1.
Great! I can use it to recharge the Finkel's energy. Take good care of it.
Yes, Miss Tron.
Yeah, I suppose I should mention that, just like the goose stuff, you can recover Finkel's energy with energy bottles. Though I don't think tank and armor upgrades apply to the Finkel. I'm not sure, but we'll find out later. Oh yeah, for that matter, there's also a unique pause screen. She's just back at the castle shaft with whoever's piloting it there, looking absolutely perplexed about what's going on her tiny monitor there. It's adorable. Alright, this is an area transition, so I'm gonna go south. The minimap is a very helpful tool, I'll say that. Okay, yeah, this is dead end. Oh. Oh. I remember you. If I remember, you have an attitude.
Hello there.
Huh? Don't bother me. I'm trying to disarm this trap and I'm not in a good mood right now.
Trap? What kind of trap?
It's up ahead. You get close and rocks start to fall from the ceiling. You can't get through.
Why don't you push the switch? That's how you turn traps off.
Huh? I know that. What do you think I am, some kind of idiot? You trying to pick a fight or something?
No, we're sorry.
Boy, she's got a temper. Better be careful and stay on her good side.
I know the switch is around here somewhere, but I can't get close to it because of the trap.
Sounds like you've got a problem.
That's what I've been trying to tell you. Urgh! Go on. Yeah, leave me alone.
Yes, ma'am.
Just quit while you're behind, Servbots. Quit while you're behind. How'd you get ahead? Oh, I remember this. Okay, this is our first instance where I might get hurt, because these falling rock traps... Yeah, I just got hit. Those rock traps can be kind of nasty. But, sure enough, you can just get past them. Poor guy. You just get past them, and then, boop! Off it goes. No fanfare, no nothing. The rocks just stop falling.
Miss Tron, look! We found a card key.
Good. Be careful not to lose it.
We will.
We will lose it! We will lose it right away! Actually, if I remember right, we get a little bit of bonus dialogue if we talk to her again now that the trap is gone. Is she gonna still try and mine? Come on, dig. No, she's not digging anymore. Nope, there she goes.
What's that? You say you cleared the trap? Well, what was on the other side?
A card key for a treasure box.
A card key? So that's what they was hiding. You lads be pretty good diggers, eh?
No, not really. We'll give you this if you want it.
Huh? What?
No.
What? What do you think you're doing? You can't give that away!
I'm just kidding. Sorry. We can't give this to you.
Huh? You lads be a little strange. Well, don't matter. I'll get the next one.
I'll get it next time.
Number 1, Dantz, shut up. Number 2, you little Servbots got Tron so mad she had to break out of her own little text bubble up there. You ought not have done that. You gotta be more careful.
Miss Tron?
Oh,
to open it?
Alright, let's see what's in this box. I'm gonna guess some Zenny.
There was another key, I think, inside.
Nope.
Hey, that's a room key. You can use it to open locked doors.
Really? You mean it's important?
Of course it's important. You better not lose it, or you'll all be in a lot of trouble.
Yes, Miss Tron.
I'm sorry I'm not really saying too much for this. Part of it's because of all the dialogue, and I don't want to interrupt it, you know, whenever I can. And part of it is because, as much as I do love this mode, I've already kind of said what needs to be said about it. I don't know, I think I'll have there'll be more stuff later, obviously. And I'm pretty sure we're getting close to the end. The room key is kind of an indicator of, hey, you're almost done. Oh, I forgot about this lunacy. This is gonna be really stupid. Just watch.
Look, there's some writing here.
Whoa! This is one of Uncle Dig's tips.
What's that?
There's this really old, really famous digger named Dig, see? He writes messages for other diggers whenever he's exploring, to help them out.
So, what's it say? What does it say?
Let's take a look. Let's see. Uncle Dig's tips.
In these caves, it appears there is another treasure besides the Aurora Stones. It's called the Elixir of Youth. There's very little data, but it has something to do with collecting 3 kinds of crystals. And one of those crystals is in this room.
Elixir of Youth? What's that supposed to be?
This is incredible. He must be talking about the secret of eternal youth. There's the crystal.
What should we do, Miss Tron? Well, we might as well pick one up and take it back with us. All right, we'll get one.
I got one too. Wow, the elixir of youth. I have to find the other 2 crystals.
Something tells me he'll need our help.
Oh well, come on, let's go.
Yes, Miss Tron.
You know, it just dawned on me. If there is this really old ancient digger who went and explored these caves some time ago and knew about the Aurora Stones, not even mentioning the Elixir of Youth there. Why are the Aurora Stones still here? Rude. I didn't expect that barrel to blow up. But yeah. Like, he's a really old, really famous digger. We got some Reaverbots. I forget what they're called. I think they're called, like, foray or something like that. Anyways, you'll notice, number 2 down there, he has a gun! That is the bazooka special skill in action. And it's why I brought him, just so I could demonstrate it. The other ones are just throwing bombs because they have high enough attack to do so, and they make pretty quick work of those. You can also destroy them with a Finkel ram. Otherwise, it's basically just throwing your Servbots at them. And now we're hitting what looks more like an actual ruin as opposed to a cavern.
Hey!
Ooh.
What's happening? What is this?
Miss Tron, are you all right?
I'm fine, but I can't move any further unless we do something about this. Wait a minute. There's a switch over there. I bet if it's pushed, this trap will deactivate.
So I gotta say, this is supposed to be like some kind of like electronic interference trap. I have no control over the left or right, only up or down, so you gotta time it to hit the switch. Why aren't the Servbots affected by this? That's what I want to know.
Phew, it stopped. Good. I was starting to get dizzy.
Miss Tron, are you all right?
I'm fine, just a little surprised is all. Come on, let's keep going.
Anyway, with that annoyance past, we round this last corner, and there is a door. Let's shoot the beacon bomb.
Miss Tron, the door's locked. Should we use the room key to open it?
Yes, use the key.
I wonder what's inside.
The answer is the end of this ruin. Once you open this door, you can't go back and explore anymore. So if you ever hit this type of door with a room key in hand, you want to make sure you've explored the entire ruin before opening it. That said, I know we have, so we can go in without fear.
It's open!
All right, let's go.
Wait!
Huh? Who are
New
you?
challenger approaches.
My name is Pearl. I'm looking for the Aurora Stones. Are you? Yes, we are too!
Shh, be quiet. She's kind of suspicious looking.
You bet we are.
I think one of them is inside this room, but
What? Inside here? Well then, what are we waiting for?
huh? Wait!
Don't do it!
We're in trouble. It's a Reaverbot. It's a big one. I mean really big.
Can I finish now? I was going to tell you that it sounds like there might be a Reaverbot in there.
This guy is even dumber than he looks.
And it looked pretty dumb to
Come on,
begin
you
with.
guys, let's go.
Miss Tron, do we have to? What if it's a really big and scary Reaverbot? We don't like Reaverbots.
What are you saying? We can't give up after coming this far. The treasure we've been looking for is in there. If you don't get it, I'll have to punish you all.
Yes, Miss Tron.
Well, may not be fearless, but here we go.
Look at the size of it. We can't beat that.
Don't give up yet. Think. Use your heads. Look, see those fire traps all over the floor? You can use those to beat it.
We're scared, Miss Tron.
Oh, be quiet. Stop whining. Go get that Reaverbot.
Here we go! The first boss of the Shala-Kun ruins is a very angry, very strong Hanmaru doll. Seen one of these in Mega Man Legends before, and as Tron suggested, we can damage it using the fire traps on the floor. It's getting angry. Okay, when you hit him, he'll go on a bit of a rampage, and then he'll start shooting with his lasers again. Now, the fire traps are only one way to deal with Mr. Hanmaru. You can also hurt him using Servbots' combat skills. I find that to be a bit easier than dealing with the fire traps, and far more efficient, as you can tell by his hit point bar. But if your Servbots are unable to attack, you are given a way to fight them. And I kind of like that. It means that if you want to be efficient and train your Servbots up, then you can treat it like a standard fight, or you can basically have it be a puzzle fight. It's really cool, and I like it. Anyway, he is down. And a glorious blue refractor falls from the sky, the ceiling.
Did it! Look! It's a giant refractor!
So this is an Aurora Stone. From the color and size, it's probably worth 50,000 zenny. We'll have to keep looking. I bet there's even bigger and better stuff in here.
That's really pretty. Would you let me take care of that for you?
No, no, no!
Sure. Gee, thanks. That's nice of you.
What are you doing? Oh, what am I supposed to do with you? give that to her? Put it away somewhere safe!
Yes, Miss Tron. I'm sorry, but we can't let you have it.
It's all right. I was just, asking, that's all.
Oh, Mr. Hat.
Well, it looks like you beat me to it this time, my little friends. But just you wait and see. I'll get the next one.
Doing what?
My name isn't Dantz.
He just
Better get a name change for him then, buddy.
All right, we've got what we came for. Let's get back to the Gesellschaft.
Roger.
I like Dantz's design. And that's about it. He's an idiot. Alright, post-mission meeting. Here we go. We sold the blue Aurora Stone for 50,000 zenny. Found an E-Bottle 1 and a mysterious blue crystal, which we don't know anything about. Number 4's brains rating went up. Ooh! I guess he managed to pick up enough zenny after all. And so did number 6. Cool. Speed Cube! Yes! And a horseshoe. Okay. And an E-Bottle 3. Ooh, those are all nice. Ooh. And the new training room is ready for use. Okay. Well, we got something new to look at for next time. That's for sure. And with that, we are now at 220,000 zenny. Only about 780,000 to go. Well, at least for the required million for the initial debt. Anyway, I again apologize about if I didn't have too much to say during the during that last mission. I'm gonna have to think about how to go about the rest of that particular chain, because, like I said, there's not too much to say about it that hasn't been said already. But it is still my favorite of the missions in this game. Anyway, with that said, I think next time on the Misadventures of Tron Bonne, we're going to take a look at that new training course, and then we'll figure out what mission we'll do next. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.